to be honest, I don't really know what this video is going to be, but it's just kind of like a vlog kind of thing. So I gotta go and get a cover for my snowmobile, even though I should have probably done this like 4 or 5 months ago when the season was over. But now I'm decided, hey, I'm gonna go and get a cover for my snowmobile, because Farm and Fleet has universal snowmobile covers, which would be perfect because my snowmobile is what, 2004 Yamaha RX-1, and it didn't come with a cover, and I tried searching for covers and all that, but they just don't really make covers for the older ones, so you just kind of have to get the universal ones. I already I measured everything out a couple weeks ago. 7-inch wide by 120 inches long. I actually took a picture of them, so I can actually probably see right now if this thing would fit. Obviously, it's not one size. They got 2 or 3 sizes, I think. They got a large and an extra large. I think I'm gonna need the extra large, cause oh yeah, oh dude, that's perfect. The extra large is 120. Should work though. I'll just get the extra large. But you know what's funny is that the picture that they're using, so I don't know, you guys probably won't be able to see that, but they have a picture of a snowmobile to kind of like show the dimensions for what you should measure. And for the large and the extra large, they use the same picture, but the picture of the snowmobile is my snowmobile that I own. So that's good news. It's the same thing. So that's good news. It's like 66 bucks. I mean, that's really not that bad. An actual like Yamaha branded cover would probably cost me like 200 bucks maybe. You can't even find them like used or new. I don't know why. Like, I went to an actual Yamaha dealership and they didn't have anything. They said that they could order they could order one for me, order it in, but I'm like, this was a while ago. This is when the season was still going. And I was like, maybe not. Because I think it was like $500 or some outrageous price for a cover. It's like, yeah, you want to cover your assets and stuff like that, but I don't want to wait a super long time for a cover when I could just get this universal one. Maybe this universal one sucks. I didn't really read the reviews on it, but my snowmobile's just been sitting there bare bones in the garage. So hopefully nothing's in it. But this thing's pretty warmed up, so let's get going. I wasn't gonna take the doors off, but then it's actually hilarious. I was like, no, I'm not gonna take the doors off. I'll just run with the AC because I'm gonna record or yada yada. I don't know what my excuse was. And as soon as I walk outside the door, I hear a car driving by, and I turn my head and look, and it's a Jeep TJ, doors off, top off. And I'm like, you know, I can only take the doors off right now, so I'll take the doors off. So we're gonna be riding in style. Plus, there's like 0 wind right now, like almost 0. It's 3-mile-an-hour winds right now here. Let's see what it's like in Madison. It's like 2, like even in Lake Mills, it's like 2. It's probably gonna get somewhat windy later in the day because it's gonna rain tomorrow, but who knows? I had to go and grab some gum quick. made it to the Farm and Fleet. I'm gonna put you guys away, so I don't trust anybody. I feel like somebody's gonna steal you. I'm gonna put you guys away. I'm gonna go inside, grab that, and I'll be right back out. All right, folks, we got the goodies. We got snowmobile cover, which was 10% off, so that's nice. How much did I pay for it? Basically got like $8 off, so that's awesome. Saving some money right there. But then the $8 that I saved, I got myself a pair. Oh, it's all the way in the bottom. I needed a pair of fishing pliers because I've been just using like some little crappy ones. So I got some really nice Paula pliers. Kind of small for my hand, but almost just perfect. Awesome. Now we're gonna make our way back to the house. With that being said, we're gonna hit it in 1 second. I gotta change the song. Hi, I'll take number 8.
Okay, anything else?
I'll make that a combo with a bag of barbecue chips and a Coke. That's insane. Alright, thank you. You too. So it's a little bit later in the day after getting my snowmobile, which my snowmobile cover fits perfectly on my snowmobile, which is awesome. Had no instructions, but I kind of figured it out, and it looks good and fits perfectly. So I got the right size. I was kind of iffy if I needed the 2X or the extra large. I'm glad I got the size I did because it's a perfect fit. But so I'm at my house still, and we have like these big mounds of dirt. We got these big mounds of dirt, and my dad, because I was talking to him, decided to kind of help me out. There's not too many places to do off-roading around Madison, Wisconsin, or yeah, pretty much just Madison, like all the places around it. There's not much besides just like going into ditches and stuff like that that I know of. There could be other places, but this is the only place I really know of would just be going to my house, just doing stuff at my house. But we have these big dirt mounds and stuff, and I was talking to my dad, and he's like, oh, why don't you just like go over the top of these dirt mounds? I'm like, I don't know what's in there. And then he's like, well, I'll just take my Tiger grader, this grading attachment for a Bobcat, and I'll grade it out and yada yada yada, and then you can kind of go off-road on it. So I already went up it a couple times on the like less kind of bumpy side, but now I'm gonna go on like the super crappy bumpy side and kind of see what it's like. I also got another camera that's up there. We'll switch to that right now, but that's what it looks like from that angle. It looks a lot more intense from down here and from up there. The camera just doesn't really capture all like the nooks and crannies and all that stuff, but yeah, let's try it. I'm gonna go in 4 low and kind of see what happens. I just went up it in 4 low. This thing just crawls in 4 low. It's awesome. All right, that's 4 high, neutral. Okay, got 4 low engaged. Probably gonna, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of room. I'm gonna go reverse just a little bit. God damn it, so much torque. just so I can get my foot off the clutch. I'm just crawling right now. Probably gonna switch back over to that other camera right now, but holy buckets, man. Honestly, that's a little bit more, like, it kind of felt somewhat intense, but honestly, it really wasn't like that intense at all. If you really look at it, like, it's not super intense whatsoever. Not at all. I mean, there's some big craters down there, but I just kind of rode up on this. But I mean, you guys saw. It looks pretty cool though, like in there, right there. I mean, it's still pretty cool. I like it. And with these big tires and everything, this thing really does just tackle any sort of thing you want it to do. And it's awesome. Love this thing. I mean, there are some like rocks and stuff I got over there. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that's not a dirt mound. That's mulch. All of this is dirt, gravel, concrete, and just piles of the stuff from jobs because my dad owns a business. That pile right there is a sort of like just topsoil, crappy sort of dirt pile right there. But yeah, it's just, there's not too many places around here to really off-road, and kind of doing this is like fun because you kind of get to test it. But I mean, this thing could do so much more. Like, there's a big drop off like right here that I could try and go off of, but I'm just like nervous because I'm the only one here. Oh geez, that is soft. That is super soft. I easily probably could do that angle right there, but I just don't even know. I'd have to somehow manage to turn this thing around. But if I do it, it'll be in the video. If I don't, just go on to the next clip. You know what I've never done? I've never tested my angle ability on this thing. And honestly, I don't even know how I could. I want to just see like how much angle. Oh my God, I just had a perfect idea. I found exactly where I could do it. So I kind of want to test and see how much angle, tilt I have on my front axle. My plan is that I've seen this before. So I have a skid steer, I have a Bobcat right there, and my plan is to get what the forks that are on it right now, get them just perfect enough to where I could pick up one side and kind of see how far I could angle it. And this sounds really dumb, but I don't know. I don't know. I want to try it. I want to see how much angle this thing has, because unless I build one of those ramp things, if you guys know what I'm talking about, where like people just drive like one wheel up on it, you can't know. You're not going to know unless you go off-road completely and test it out that way, which I'd have to drive at least 4 hours somewhere to do that. And I've been kind of looking around here and I could try it, but that honestly seems like the safest way, because I'm really skilled with the Bobcat and it's not that hard. I can disconnect my sway arms. So actually I'm going to do that right now. So all I got to do to disconnect my sway arms is pull this pin if I can. All right, I got this one out. It was just kind of a biatched. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, no, I got grease all over my hands. I don't know, it's kind of hard to get in there and do it. So I'm gonna just get this one out. I'm not gonna show it. Alrighty. Sway bars disconnected, back on, like so. On both sides. Gotta clean that grease up right there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get the Bobcat started, bring it over, and we're gonna test this out on the flattest part that we have around at this house. So hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing goes wrong, and I guess that's all we can hope for. Hopefully everything goes right. But knowing me, something will go wrong. Stay tuned. So I got the Bobcat over. All I got to do now is make these, if you guys can see, make these a little bit wider so I can get just under the tire. I'm gonna pick up, I'm probably gonna try and bring the forks to about like right here. Really get a good chunk of the tire on the fork so I don't end up like dropping it or something, you know, going wrong. So I'm gonna do that right now, and let's hope everything goes well. All right, well, the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing breaks. Cross my fingers. This is gonna be fun. Test one didn't really do the greatest. I gotta have to move the forks closer because as I go up the tire, there, as you guys may have saw on the GoPro, they were just kind of opening up like that. So I'm gonna quickly move those and hopefully it works. Well, that's what we got so far. I'm gonna kind of keep going and hopefully something bad doesn't happen. Woo! That is so nerve-wracking. I can't even explain it because I have no clue what is happening to this other tire right here. So I'd have liked to keep going. I mean, I'm really not that far off the ground, to be honest, but it is so scary. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want my spring on that side to just fly out because I got too much angle on it. We'll go a little bit higher. Well, there we go. I am definitely not going any higher than that right now. If you guys want to see me go higher, if you guys want to see me have this tire go all the way into that wheel well, leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.